So I'm gonna make me some cornbread today. And you see I've got my cast iron skillet in there and I've loaded the bottom of it with grease. Then I have my milk, 2 eggs, my White Lily buttermilk enriched cornmeal mix, canola oil, and my mayonnaise. I don't usually measure my stuff, I just go by eye. But for you all, I'll do it. I've done 4 cups of cornmeal mix. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to scatter this on the bottom of the pan of this right here. And then I'm going to stick it in the oven and I'm going to let it get brown a little bit. So this stops your cornbread from sticking no matter what. And it'll come out just as crispy as it can be. So we've got our cornmeal in the bottom of that. I'm going to put that in the oven. So I put my eggshells and my coffee grounds from this morning in the bowl so I can use it out there in my garden. So on this, I'm going to take, for y'all, I will measure, but I'm going to take about a half a cup of oil and put in this right here. Doesn't matter if you use canola oil, vegetable oil, or whatever. Myself, I like to use canola oil. Then I'm going to do about 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise right there. And I'll wash that in just a minute. And so I don't know how much milk I need until I go to stirring it up and stuff. But so far we're going to put a cup in this. We're going to see how it'll go. And I'll be right back and I'll let you know. Probably another half a cup, so 1.5 cups probably. Let's see. Yeah, probably about 1.5 cup of milk. And then you stir it up, stir the eggs and the mayonnaise and the oil in there real good. And I know mayonnaise already has eggs in it, but this just gives me a better flavor and very, very crispy cornbread, which is, oh Lord, I could eat the whole pan, but I don't. So this right here is, I think my battery was going low. So this right here is whipped up enough. I could use just a dash more of, so we're going to say about 2 cups of milk with that much cornmeal. And whatever else I told y'all. Because like I say, I don't usually measure. Now I got to wait for that iron skillet to brown that cornmeal and that oil in the pan in the oven. And as soon as that gets done, I'll pour this in. Turned a nice golden brown. Yeah. So then what's going to happen is when I pour it in here, if the pan's hot enough, cornbread's going to start cooking a little bit. See? You hear that? And then after that, I'm going to shake it a little bit to give it a even coat. Right there. I'll wash that in just a minute because I like to keep my dishes washed up while I'm going. Okay, so you see the ring has already formed around there. It's cooking. That's it. It's cooking. So we're going to put this in the oven, and when it gets done, I'll be back to show y'all how it looks. I think what I'm going to do, a lot of you have never heard of it, but I think what I'm going to do is stewed potatoes. Cornbread and baby butter beans. We call them baby butter beans. Y'all call them baby lima beans, but we call them baby butter beans. Then I had potato salad yesterday, and I had a smoked picnic ham and ham rice. A lot of people never heard of ham rice, and I done a zucchini and onion and squash casserole with cheese on it and everything. So that's what we have for dinner today. But today I think I'm gonna do some stewed potatoes. And I got all the dishes washed so far and put up. You know, do that while you cooking and stuff, so you won't have it to do after supper. There, that's them. And I'm gonna put them in this pot right here. Then I'm gonna run some water in them. I'm gonna cover them. I'm gonna cover them like this. Then I'm gonna let them cook about 12 minutes. Some salt in it. Then I'm gonna put some pepper in it. Right there. And I'm gonna put some fatback grease in there. Just enough to season them. Probably about half a tablespoon. Put that in there. And I'm gonna let them boil. Once they start boiling, I'm gonna let them boil 10 to 12 minutes. Just, you know, you have to check them and see. And I'm gonna put a tablespoon of butter in there. Hold on. So I got about a tablespoon of butter to give it some flavor. And when I was growing up, we would have stewed potatoes, cornbread, and that's what we had for supper. And Mama used to cook it, and she made the best. Golly, they were so good. And my ex-daughter-in-law, she loves my stewed potatoes too. So I won't cook the rice today. I won't cook that. I'll just eat stewed potatoes and cornbread for supper, because all the rest of them I eat what I cooked yesterday. And I'll just sit there and eat that. I'm rinsing out this colander. Isn't that what you call it? Strainer. Around here we call it strainer, but sometimes I'll call it a colander. And here not too long ago I called it a colander. They was like, "What is that?" My youngins didn't even know what a colander were, and they're in their 30s. So, and let me show y'all something I got. Anybody know what this is? Well, if you don't, let me tell you. This was, you got a vent thing here, and this was back in the day used for biscuits, cornbread. All I know is this thing is old, and I think I got it at the Goodwill. And when I saw it, I got it. Or Tara got it for me. I can't remember. Can't remember if I got it or Tara got it. Either way, one of us got it. Okay, y'all, that cornbread's ready to come out. So I'm going to bring it out and I'm going to show it to y'all. Oh, gosh, it looks good. Now, to me, this is a beautiful cake of cornbread. The reason that it has holes on the top and all, a lot of people don't do this. But I get my grease hot and I get my cornmeal on the bottom of the pan like I showed y'all, and then put it in the oven and let it brown. And when I pour that in there, it makes the indentions in it, but the bottom of it is beautiful. Look at that. Boiling and stuff, after they get through and they, you know, get to the softness I want, then I'll put some thickening in it. And thickening is made with baking powder or cornstarch and some water or flour. You can do flour and water. You can use some of this water, or you can get a little bit from the sink. It don't matter. Now I'm gonna flip this cornbread over onto a plate and I'll let y'all see how. Now tell me that cake of cornbread right there ain't pretty. Look at that, crispy. Listen. Oh Lord, crisp. Whoa, that was hot. That was hot. So, and my iron skillet, I don't wash this with soap and water. You know, you don't do that to an iron skillet. You see it's already cured and all this, and you leave it alone. You wipe it out and then dry it. Put it on the stove and let it dry. Y'all see that right there? It's cleaned up and everything. And y'all see that shine? That tells you it's seasoned. And I have 2 more in my oven, and they're old. All these are. And I've got one outside that I gotta put in the fire and burn that off and everything and season it. So these were from my mama, all the iron skillets. And so when I pass, all these iron skillets will go to my son, my oldest son, because he's always wanted them. So I done said that they'll go to him, and he knows how to take care of them and stuff. So we waiting on these taters here to boil. So y'all, I got a cup of water here, and I got about 3 tablespoons of flour in here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mix this up until all the lumps is out of it. And when them taters get done, I'll pour as much as I need to in there. And I'm gonna try to show y'all how I do that. But so you just stir it until it's ready. And you see them taters at a rolling boil. Okay, y'all, I done cut up my cornbread. Y'all see how many pie shapes I cut it in. Now, I just checked my potatoes, and I did put my timer on. So I cut them little though, so I just checked them. And I'm gonna try to do this and show y'all how it's done with the thickening. I'm gonna take this thickening right here that I mixed up, and I'm gonna pour it in there. Now, I'm not going to pour it all, because you pour too much, you get them too thick. And let them come back to a rolling boil. And see how thick they are. See how they're thickening up. See that? But I got to wait on that rolling boil. And let that flour cook a minute. So if I have to add any more, I'll show y'all. But if I don't, I'll show you what they are when they're done. Okay, I'm gonna add just a teeny bit more to it. Just a teeny bit more. Not much at all. Because I didn't do but like 9 small potatoes. Now, look at that. See that difference right there? How thick they are? How thicker they're getting? And y'all, they're ready. You just have to watch them now and make sure they don't stick to the bottom. See how thick and that juice got? See right there? And they're ready. So here it is, y'all. This is my stewed potatoes. I like the broth more than I do the taters. And there's my piece of cornbread. So I am ready to eat my supper. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know. Give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. If you're not subscribed to my channel, come on over and subscribe to it. I'd enjoy having you. And leave me a comment down below, and I'll get back to you. And hit that bell to give me a thumbs up. Hit that like button, give me a thumbs up. That bell to subscribe. It's been a while since I've done a video, except for that little short I did today, I think it was. But anyway, I love you all. God bless you all. And it's been a long time no see. But I'm still kicking and I'm still alive. I'll talk to you later, okay? If y'all like this, let me know. And so I can bring y'all more videos of how I cook and how I was raised on what we was raised on. You know, very skimmed stuff when we were little, but we were fed when we had it. So y'all have a blessed day, and God bless you all. Talk to you later. Bye, y'all.